Dengue was classified by WHO in 2012 as the most important mosquito-borne viral disease in the world, as it is rapidly spreading. Globally, there were about 50 million to 200 million dengue infections which were reported. The number of dengue cases reported to WHO increased over the last 2 decades from 505,430 cases in year 2000 to over 2.4 million in 2010 and 5.2 million in 2019. There are 128 countries which are affected by dengue. In 2020, increased number of cases seen in Bangladesh, Brazil, Cook Island, Ecuador, India, Indonesia, Maldives, Mauritania, Mayotte, Nepal, Singapore, Sri Lanka, Sudan, Thailand, Timor-Leste, as well as Yemen. In 2021, dengue continues to affect Brazil, Cook Island, Colombia, Fiji, Kenya, Paraguay, Peru, and also Reunion Island. In Asia, high number of cases were reported in Bangladesh, Malaysia, the Philippines, and also Vietnam. In Malaysia, there was a reduction in dengue cases from the year 2019 compared to the year 2020. Selangor, Wilayah Persekutuan Kuala Lumpur, and also Johor are the areas that have been largely affected by the dengue disease.
Now, let's watch one scenario regarding dengue infection. Met Anna and her daughter, Rohini, and her son, Alex. On Sunday evening, they were having a picnic at a park. The park was dirty as there were a lot of rubbish and flies. Their food was exposed too. While they were playing, Alex was suddenly bitten by a mosquito. He told her mom that he felt itchy afterward. However, Anna did not consider it to be serious, and they went home late after that. After a few weeks, he started to develop symptoms such as high fever, on and off, rashes on his skin, myalgia, arthralgia, eye pain, and also vomiting. Her mom was worried about his condition due to the prolonged fever. So Anna decided to take Alex to the hospital to get treatment.
Doctor, what is wrong with my son?
From the lab investigations, your son is diagnosed with dengue fever.
Now, let's go into detail about the pathogenesis of dengue. Dengue infection is caused by dengue virus, which is transmitted by Aedes aegypti or Aedes albopictus. These mosquitoes typically breed near human habitation, especially in stale or stagnant water places such as vase, pot, and trash. So, how is this dengue virus being transmitted by these vectors? When a non-infected mosquito bites an infected host, for example like monkeys or human, the mosquito will become infected and transmit the infection to a non-infected person. This will result in transmissions of the dengue virus. There are 4 distinct serotypes of dengue virus, which include dengue virus 1, 2, 3, and 4. The incubation period for dengue infection is around 4 to 7 days.
Aedes aegypti acquire the dengue virus by taking a blood meal from a vermic vertebrate host and delivering dengue virus into the skin of host. Dengue virus activates mast cell and macrophages. This causes mast cell and macrophages to be activated and infected. This leads to further recruitment of NK cells, monocytes, and dendritic cells from the peripheral blood to tissue. Next, monocyte differentiate into inflammatory macrophages and monocyte-derived dendritic cell in tissue, which release cytokines. These inflammatory cells migrated to the lymph nodes and finally to the bloodstream. The initial viremia produce systemic symptoms such as fever, chills, headache, backache, and other fluid-like symptoms within 7 days of infection. Virus-infected cells and circulating virions travel to distant organs such as bone marrow and liver. This can induce direct destructive bone marrow precursor cells, leading to thrombocytopenia and leukopenia, cellular destruction, which leads to bone pain, hepatocyte damage, which cause increase in ALT or AST, and endothelial cell damage with thrombocytopenia result in minor hemorrhagic manifestation. So, that's how primary dengue infection happens.
After past infection of a dengue fever, our body has developed an antibody which is a specific antibody of the serotype. So, on infection with the same serotype due to already presence of the antibody, macrophages and monocytes will bind to the antibody to neutralize the virus, which result in a protective immunity. Next, on the infection with a different serotype, the antibody will still bind to the virus. However, it fails to neutralize the virus and also enhances the virus ability to infect the monocyte. The Fc portion of the virus-bound immunoglobulin molecule attaches to the Fc receptor on the monocyte. This causes increased vascular permeability, resulting in a higher efficiency of the infection. This infection will increase the number of monocytes, resulting in a higher cytokines being released into the circulation. This will lead to vascular damage, shock, and hemorrhages, especially into the gastrointestinal tract and skin, which cause hemorrhagic dengue fever. This is a secondary infection. That is all from us. Thank you very much for listening. Bye!